Welcome to one more game presented by Hoosier Pickleball. If this sounds a little different, no music yet. They'll get there in a second. And we are in our literal kitchen, not the pickleball kitchen. We are recording this because we had a little bit of an issue. Abby, explain what this episode that they're going to listen to is.
Yes, so this episode we had an audio problem. We did not get the audio done, but we have our YouTube video. So we are releasing that.
You can still hear the audio, it just may not be as sharp as it typically is. So just bear with us for this episode.
And it's pretty funny.
It is. That's why we wanted to release it, even though the audio wasn't great. We didn't want to try to redo it again and try to say the same jokes or anything like that. We wanted to be authentic because
you'll enjoy it.
Authentic with you guys. So also you'll hear in this, we talk about a bonus episode, but we actually released that bonus episode earlier this week. And so this is the bonus episode now. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Anyways, enjoy this episode. We're going to call it Voila, a bunch of lists. Welcome to one more game presented by Hoosier Pickleball. I am your host, Matt Brandenberger, alongside my beautiful wife, Abigail.
Yo.
And our producer, Adam Marino.
Affirmative.
Sorry. Speaking of beautiful, maybe we should link in the show notes that TikTok filter.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, listen, I was beautiful.
You were staring at yourself for
it's not real, guys.
For a long period
but
of
I was
time.
like, dang.
I don't know.
Should I get some plastic surgery?
So I forget what it was. It's like
It's like the teenage filter or something.
No. That was a different one. It was like a glamour filter or something like that.
Wait, you remember glamour shots?
I do.
Did you in the mall?
I did. I had no money.
Weird in glamour
Oh,
shots, but
unbelievably weird.
yeah.
Right.
But
I didn't have the money.
This was like it kind of does something to your eyes and to your lip. I mean, it was like
I
was feeling herself.
Right. I was like fangirling myself. Like, dang.
Someone was.
Right.
I need some plastic surgery. That's really what I came away with.
I kind of looked weird though. I didn't.
You did. You looked. Well, you kind of looked like a girl, honestly.
I did, yeah.
Liv looked beautiful.
Did she?
I showed it to Liv, and she was like, oh, I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
I know.
I was like, girl, you are.
Yeah, that's like the joke on TikTok now. Is like this filter should be illegal.
Nah.
Not good.
I've enjoyed it.
So, anyways, we are not talking about glamour, but we are your amateur source for pickleball, boots on the ground pickleball.
Yeah, we're in it, guys.
Right. So the pros are great. We're going to actually talk about some great podcasts where pros are doing stuff, but we want to be your source for amateur pickleball.
Yeah, so, there are more amateurs than pros.
That's true. We do outnumber them.
We keep this game going, guys.
By quite a few, and it's growing. It is growing. So today's show, we've got some fun stuff. We've got kind of a show full of lists. So we're going to kind of talk through some different lists.
But not lisp.
Not lists.
Lists, not lists.
Lists. You got to say that carefully. So, but yeah, anything fun, funny going on, Abby? What's the latest in your crazy life?
You have a story. I have a story about you.
Oh yeah.
Which is so.
Who's the better storyteller?
I feel like the back.
Well, Abby exaggerates.
I do. So every story is
great. Let's go with Abby on that.
Thank you. Yeah. I like to make it big. Well, the backstory behind this is Matt has his whole life thought some words were different than they actually are. So he's one of those. I was today years old when I learned. Okay, so this is not. So we have 5 girls, right? So there was at a time lots of Fancy Nancy books in our house. You know, Fancy Nancy likes to be fancy, so she speaks in French a lot. Did you read her?
I just am going to take your word for it.
Okay.
As a male.
She liked to speak French, and I was actually, tidbit, I was very good at French in high school and college.
That's what you took.
I actually was going to major in French.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah. So that's what 18-year-olds do. But anyways, Matt is reading this Fancy Nancy book. And
this was several years ago. We were just reminded of this recently because this word came up again.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And we started laughing again pretty hard. So a few years ago, when the older girls were little, he's reading Fancy Nancy, and all of a sudden, I'm just kind of listening, and I hear him go, Viola! And I was like...
And didn't miss a beat. And my daughter was like, just...
And I'm like, in the kid, I don't know where I am.
Abby,
hold the phone!
Yeah. Wait a second, what did you say?
Like, do you know what that word is? And Matt's like, Viola?
and I guess I'm a little dyslexic too because I think the I and O are maybe mixed around. But I was legit. I was like,
Voila.
yeah.
Thank you.
Voila.
I put
Voila.
the pieces together. I did. Like, wait a minute. If he's not... Yeah.
Viola.
So then last night in the kitchen,
Because Fancy Nancy was doing something, then she goes, and I went, Viola. And I was like,
Okay. Like,
yeah. And Abby's like,
Voila.
that's voila. And then she asked me later, she's like, well, how did you think voila was spelled? I was like, I don't know, W-A-L-A. Voila.
wow.
Voila.
voila.
I honestly didn't even
And
know it was French.
Matt, another little tidbit, was a magician as a child.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you
Because you would say
You
voila.
You would
Oh,
say
that's
voila,
true.
like when you would do the thing.
Voila.
The big reveal.
I think
Right.
What
I was
kind of
more
magician-
I was ta-da. I was more of a ta-da.
T-A-D-A,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah,
He
is that
was
spelled some obscure way?
Yeah, the Z is silent.
Saza. Oh, okay. Well, I've learned something I didn't know.
I was more of a ta-da.
Well, join us next week. That's the show.
Yeah. Maybe I
Oh
could
my
do it.
Abby slaps herself.
Oh, that was good, guys.
All
That's
right.
good stuff.
I don't know how to transition.
I don't either.
Well, I will also say this though, just total side note, but I'm just ready to be outside and play
Oh,
some pickleball.
dude.
I mean, we are into March now. Thankfully, February, the longest, shortest month of the year, is gone. But man, I'm just
Deuces February.
yeah,
right?
I'm ready to get outside, play some pickleball, take the dogs on some walks, just go
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
some sunshine. So it's around the corner.
Yeah. We got this, guys.
All right. What do you want to start with? Top 10 detriments for health. I can't even read today. What does that say?
Detriments. Or like, I'm trying to...
Determinants.
Determinants. Okay, why don't you just do this?
Yeah.
I'll take a break.
This is how you determine
Hooked on phonics. Works for me.
determine healthy aging.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because we're all aging, right?
Yes.
But as the sport gets younger, there's still a pretty big population of, boomers and stuff. So I just thought this was good information.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one is physical activity.
Yep.
Who knew? And so that's why all of these, I feel like, can fit into pickleball. There's physical activity. That's number one.
Yep.
Number two, diet. I mean, we all know we should eat more salads. Self-awareness. That was actually number three.
That's interesting.
I know. Just, I guess, being...
Self-aware in terms of in what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just was this actually comes from a really good source called Ice Physio. So I can link them in the show notes. They're an excellent company, I think, based out of Colorado.
That's ICE.
ICE, Institute of Clinical Excellence. It's a PT company. But so I didn't get details into what they thought self-awareness was.
Yeah, and how do you teach somebody self-awareness?
I don't know that's teachable.
Because
Is that humility?
Right. There are some, but maybe just, I would even say in the pickleball realm, being around people, being
Yeah.
socially
And
aware,
maybe that's-
and maybe you learn that. Sometimes, we all know people who it's like, they have no self-awareness, and will they ever learn? But maybe they pick up little things
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
What else?
Outlook and attitude. And I was thinking, with pickleball, just that gives you more of a positive, like you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
You're excited for tomorrow to go play pickleball. Yay, I get to play pickleball.
Yep.
Lifelong learning, and you've even said
Yeah.
you are learning more about pickleball
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And so you learn more. That's
Yeah.
good for your brain.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sport I never had heard of until
Mm-hmm.
I was probably 40, and I'm learning every day
I don't
more and
like
more.
looking through here at
You
you.
don't?
I feel like you're in prison. Can we move this?
I don't know. Can you still hear me?
Sorry. Number 6 was faith, which I would fully support, specifically in Jesus Christ. Social support I thought was good.
Yeah.
I love the retired community that they play, 4 hours of pickleball and then go eat lunch together.
Yeah.
How supportive is that? That's wonderful. Financial security, I can't help you with that really.
I would say it's
I
a
got
lot.
nothing.
It's a lot cheaper than a lot of other
Golf,
sports.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But as paddles increase in price,
Seriously.
maybe that changes a little bit.
And having to play inside.
Right.
Community engagement, I think that's part of pickleball too, is,
Yep.
I have loved going to McMillan our local. I went to McMillan on Friday.
Yeah.
I went to Lifehouse on Thursday. I've been at the Y, and just meeting all these people in my community has been so fun.
Yeah, and these are people maybe that are not typically in our pickleball circles,
Yeah.
but people that are newer to the game and
Yeah.
learning, and it's just fun to kind of get out there and help grow the game and
Absolutely.
see people playing
Yeah.
at all levels.
And then the last one is independence, and I would just make the argument that that's actually probably related to physical activity, where
Yeah.
as you're stronger and more balanced with like athletics, you're gonna retain your independence longer. You're gonna be able to stay in your home
Yeah.
longer
Yeah.
as an independent living.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time on the show, and pickleball is just why we believe it's the greatest sport. It's for all ages, it's for all ability levels, and it really checks all those boxes. That's a great list of how it can really help you out in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to add to that?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I think that's a good list. That's our first list.
I think you thought you had more.
We have far more lists.
Yeah, we have
To
more.
come.
We have
But I'm
more.
saying more on that list.
No.
Were you assuming she had more? Or
I just was seeing.
Oh, okay.
It was just a question, Adam.
any more? No. Oh well. Well, let's go to
Well,
commercial.
Let's
Let's
make
go.
this awkward, guys.
Actually, thanks for making it awkward. Good job, producer. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Come join the fun at pickleballrocks.com, your trusted authority when it comes to all your pickleball needs. Apparel, paddles, bags, hats, you name it, you'll find it there. Family owned and operated for nearly 15 years.
Matt and I are growth pros for Pickleball Rocks, and for being a loyal listener of the One More Game podcast, we can offer you a 15% discount at checkout when you use the code MATTB15. So head over to pickleballrocks.com and check it out. Let's play.
All right, welcome back to One More Game, presented by Hoosier Pickleball. Thank you again for that awkward commercial break. I'm glad we are back. If you like that first list, though, I think you're going to like these next ones. We've got 3 more for you this episode, and next week we're even going to do a couple more lists for you.
I am full of lists.
You are
Maybe
full of
even a
lists.
chore list.
A chore list
There might be a chore list in there.
A honeydew
for the girls.
Isn't that?
Speaking of next week, though, before next week's episode, we're actually going to release a special episode that we have on injury prevention. This has been a topic that's been talked about a lot, and we recorded one recently, and we want to release that. So you'll be hearing that on a special date. Look for it later this week. We're going to drop that. We'll make sure to post it on social. Make sure that you're subscribed so it'll pop up on your feed already. So.
And make sure too, guys, as you're liking and following, remember all the different ways, right? So we have the Facebook group. If you want to ask questions, if you want to engage with other people like you that love pickleball but life be crazy,
right.
then where do they?
Yeah, it's Hoosier Pickleball.
At Hoosier Pickleball.
Yeah.
You can
So
find us on Facebook.
On Facebook, look that up
Yeah.
and jump into the group and interact. You can ask questions. You can say, "Boy, I'd love to hear a podcast
That's a
about
great idea.
Yep.
so and so."
We're
Like
always
this
looking
is,
for topics.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is where you can totally engage with Matt and Abby, and I'm in there a little bit. I peruse around there sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say our latest. We did a TikTok yesterday that every time I look at it, it cracks me up.
Which one was it?
Something kind of music with the right side and the left side.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
look
yeah.
at it. Listen, like, okay, here's the thing. We are busy. We are very busy people. So we cannot give the energy to TikTok that I think that.
You owe it to the TikTok because they're so good.
Right.
But I tell you what,
I get it.
this one we posted yesterday
Life be
makes me
crazy.
laugh every time I look at
You're
it.
gonna have to post it in the show notes for
I
sure.
will.
And make sure
It
you
is
follow.
So funny, yeah.
Then also on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know on.
At Hoosier Pickleball as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
So be sure to engage there because it helps grow the show. It helps
Yeah.
us to get better guests, and it helps any questions that you have about the game.
Yeah.
It just helps overall knowledge and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
So fun.
and thanks for all the support.
Absolutely.
We love it. We really do appreciate it. All right, next list: 10 things that require zero talent. That's a kind of a funny list.
This
'cause
is fun because I sometimes have zero talent. So what can I do?
if you're looking for something to be good at. You
If
don't
you
have any
just
talent.
suck at a lot of stuff, like just
Yeah.
listen up.
Like,
And-
listen,
and
you suck
listen.
at pickleball. Here's what you can
Right.
do.
Here are some things, and it's ironic you wrote this list because the first one you are awful at. Number 1 is being on time.
Oh.
Abby, take
I am on time to pickleball, guys.
Take notes. Yes, you are to pickleball. Yes.
Were you on time today? Because I was actually the late one.
That's true.
Okay.
Number 2, making a bigger effort. Okay, so
Yeah. And this,
just trying harder at
Yeah.
whatever you're doing.
and full disclosure, I actually got this from the club volleyball that my daughters are involved in. And so this is so good. I mean, aren't we all just big teenagers?
Sure.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
And so this is like 14s, but
Yeah.
it is for us too.
Absolutely. Improving your health and energy. Okay, takes 0 effort. I would say that takes a little bit of effort.
Well, 0 talent.
Talent.
You
sorry.
can be very
Okay.
untalented and have better health.
Yeah. Eat better and have
It does
more
not
energy.
take talent to eat a smoothie.
Okay.
Instead of a Snickers.
Instead of a
Ice
Snickers,
cream.
right.
Yeah.
Having a positive attitude, living with passion. I like that.
I like that.
Using powerful body language. That's an interesting one.
That is. But I like that. I think that is not powerful.
Yeah.
Who told you that?
That is more fancy.
Oh.
That's fancy. Voila. Well done. Well played.
Yeah, there you go.
Um,
Team on 3.
Being willing to learn, man, that's a big one. Just be a lifelong learner. We talk about that in education all the time. Teachers, a lot of times, are the ones that I'm the one actually teaching, and sometimes the teachers are the least willing to learn new things.
It's hard to
It
be
is.
an early adapter, though. You are naturally an early adapter. Like these iPhones came out, back in 20 whatever. Matt's like, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I
do
am
like new
I'm a late
technology.
adapter.
Yeah, but
It's okay.
But just willing to learn,
Right.
willing to try new things.
Yeah, you're at least, but don't downplay yourself. You're still at least willing.
I think so.
I mean,
It takes me a minute.
Yeah.
and you're always going to be learning. You know what's funny? I don't know if I told you guys. My dad has his podcast, so a quick plug, Misfit Mentor. But at age 70, he'll be this year. He just taught himself how to edit his own show,
That's cool.
so that he doesn't have to ask his son to do it anymore.
Is that a hint to
But-
us?
No, well, soon maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, but how cool is that?
Yeah, that
I
is
know.
cool.
It is
mean-
so good, and I hope that I am like that. I just have doubts that I will be.
3 more on the list. Going the extra mile,
That's good.
being prepared for anything,
I am not good at that.
and then lastly, having a strong work ethic. Something I really want to instill in my daughters. It's lacking in today's society.
Lacking in our daughters.
And it's lacking in our daughters. Yeah. It's sometimes lacking in their father, if we're being fully. Laziness can be a problem. So, having that strong work ethic, working, at everything as if you're working for the Lord. Is what we
Colossians
always,
3:23.
There you go.
Mark Davidson
Yep. Shout out to
for Blackhawk Christian.
Yeah.
That's what good.
All right, that's a good list. You want another one? This one
I
only
do.
has 5 things.
Okay, we can do this fast.
Okay, and this
But
is
you
gonna-
didn't add any of yours. This
Oh.
was basically I made this list.
Okay, so this is basically for women then?
well, no,
Well, he trusts you.
but you can add to this. So
Okay,
this is
you go
5
and then
things-
I'll let you know if there's anything
Okay.
else.
perfect. I think this is 5 things that are missing from pickleball apparel.
Okay.
Okay, I think I need more shorts with pockets. I just don't wear a skirt. I'm fine with you people wearing skirts. That's great. I don't want to, but I want more shorts with pockets. So somebody get on that.
And for men, I think almost
Oh,
every
right.
pair of shorts I wear have pockets.
Right.
Some of them have zipper pockets, which I don't especially love if you're playing something athletic. If I'm just like out and about, I do like the zipper so my keys or whatever don't fall out. But in playing pickleball, I don't want to have to unzip them every time to get a ball out.
Women want pockets.
But here's the thing, I don't like to play with having a ball in my pocket. Because
That doesn't bother me.
that's because I dive and I fall a lot. A lot.
So true.
And I don't want to hurt myself by falling on the ball.
Right. That's true.
What else?
Tank tops for women that aren't racerback. We need more tank tops with the straight straps so that we don't have to wear the sports bra every single time.
No idea what race
Yeah,
You don't know what-
sure.
Okay.
We're for it.
Just roll
Okay.
with it, guys.
Yeah, happy wife, happy
Life.
Yep.
So whatever makes you happy.
So
That's
all you
great.
designers out there, more tank tops that aren't
Yes.
racerback.
Less
We
racerback.
need a happy Abby.
Yes. That would make me happy. Pickleball t-shirts, and here's the thing. I love hilarious t-shirts. And I have a good sense of humor. But I personally wouldn't wear a shirt that says here to bang.
Yeah.
Just personally. So I would love more
I kind of in the vein of the co-ed naked shirts or the
Like the Big Johnson.
Big Johnson ones
from
from
like
back in the
high
day.
school.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? If they sell, people are going to put them out
Absolutely.
there.
I just am saying there could be another.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say Pickleball Rocks has some classy gear. So
Absolutely.
go
Check out
them
Pickleball Rocks.
Matt B15
For sure. Yep.
for 15% off discount.
Discount.
Okay, Tri-Blend. I don't like dry fit and I don't like cotton.
You don't like dry fit?
I hate dry fit.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah.
They get staticky. Like if I wear a jacket over my dry fit and I take off my jacket, it's all staticky.
Yeah. I feel like you're kind of on an island.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm okay with
because
that.
we're talking playing pickleball. You're not playing with this.
I am.
I'm
Sometimes.
sure.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are those out there that would agree with you, but I think the vast majority of people love dry fit.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys.
that's why I was
I
like...
do.
Okay, tell us. Are you team Tri-Blend?
Okay.
Or are you team dry fit?
Dry fit.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate a
I don't-
tri-blend. It's really
Me
a
either.
thin.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm not anti
Right.
dry fit
I'm
like
anti.
like you seem to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then I need more women's hats that fit my small head.
You're not really a hat wearer.
Sure.
Though.
But I would, but it makes my ears, every hat makes my ears stick out. Because I think from here to here is small.
You have a small little.
I need
noggin.
like smaller little hats.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a little self-conscious. Maybe it's not as bad as what you
They
think.
are, my ears stick out. I don't like that.
I would like to see more hats that are like I sweat a lot and I basically use a hat as a headband as well. So like more of those kind of dry fit type hats, I guess. I
Like,
don't
do you
know.
have that PSM one?
Yeah, I had there are some. I feel like runners make like we did a mini marathon one time, and I know that we got a hat from that.
Oh
was like
yeah, I can picture that.
It was like a great hat.
I can't picture Matt running, but
Yeah, I did it once.
I vaguely remember it. It
never
was
again.
when he
Wasn't
when we were
great.
dating, he was trying to trick me.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was how I got her. And then I was like,
Oh, we'll do these all the time, and then
Right.
No.
Never did it
It was
again.
I'm gonna
awful.
go play golf and basketball
I
because
hate
it wasn't
running.
pickleball yet.
If I'm gonna run, it needs to be for a purpose.
I
need
mean,
to
that's
put
what I'm saying.
A ball in a goal of some sort.
Or someone,
Or hit a ball.
bear
He's
is
chasing you.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I get it. I get it.
You know. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I would really add to that list, other than the hat thing that I said. But yeah, listeners out there,
Tank tops? Do you wear tank tops?
I don't know. I've tried some. I feel like I get made fun of when I.
Yeah.
Which is silly. I like men in tank tops.
Yeah, my girl. I mean, I don't have great arms.
Yeah,
my girls
shit.
like make fun of me. If you
Not
have
a
good
good look.
arms, like that's fine. But
Yeah,
I,
The Rock or
right.
Vin Diesel.
I just.
I don't think you need that. I think anybody can
All
wear a
right.
tank
Well, hey,
top.
maybe this summer I will.
Somebody buy Matt a
It'll be the-
pickleball tank top.
Summer of the tank top. But listeners out there, let us know if there's anything else, especially you guys.
Or designers.
Am I missing anything? Yeah, and we'll even put Who's Your Pickleball on it and start selling them. Give us
Absolutely.
some great
Tell us
ideas.
what you want.
Yeah.
What you really, really want.
No.
Knew that was coming.
No, thank you. All right, last list for today is Pickleball podcasts you should listen to. Number one on this list is obvious, Adam. It's what?
Is Elise Jones on one?
No,
No.
it's our podcast.
Get out of here.
Come on, you're out.
I only joke with the ones I love.
Right. So one more game is.
It's
our
a great one
podcast.
I've heard.
Yes, it's.
The producer's handsome.
I've not heard that before.
I don't know.
I think his dad called in.
The Misfit Mentor.
Misfit Mentors.
Said,
We got this call.
You mean from misfitmentor.com?
there
Is
you
that
go.
the same
That
one?
must be. That must be. He said that is a handsome producer you have there. He used to edit my shows.
Dad?
Yeah, and then I taught myself.
Other ones we like in no particular order. Pickleball Problems has been one
Is
you've been
my
listening
new favorite.
Problems with a Z, right? To make it zingy.
to. It's not. I don't
No, not even close.
And
But it's here's what I love about it is it's like one quick topic, and then it'll be like 7 to 12 minutes. So I can just
like quick little tips and things like
yeah.
that.
You guys should listen to it. It's really fun.
Okay. Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
The Tyson McGuffin Show is also one of our favorites. That's Abby's pickleball celebrity crush. I guess I'm all right with that. He can wear a tank top.
He sure can.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
Ugh, moving on.
Oh.
If
If we did that
Oh, I know.
over Elise,
I would have gotten slapped. Or
Yeah.
That's not true.
Maybe just
Yeah, that's
then
not even
can
true.
I take 5 minutes on Elise then?
Go.
no, you may not. I think maybe my favorite, other than our show, is It Feels Right, with Rob Stone and Nunnery. Rob Nunnery?
Rob Nunnery
Sorry.
and Stone. Adam Stone.
Adam Stone.
They're
Right.
your
I put
favorite.
their names together. It's my favorite.
It's my favorite.
It's my favorite, I swear. But
I know their names.
But no, they do
It's a
a
good one.
really good job. Do love their podcast, good insight. And then the last one we have is Pickleball Podcast with Zane.
Yeah,
That's one you've
Zane.
been
I
listening
just
to.
feel like I appreciate his very dry, sarcastic sense of humor.
Mhm.
I like people like that.
Yeah, you do.
He
Except-
actually said he
How we
had.
connected.
He said he had to develop that because he's not huge, so he had to fight with his mouth instead of his body.
He probably couldn't wear a tank top.
He could.
He
He
could.
could wear mine.
He could wear his tiny top.
Zoinks.
We probably weigh the same.
Yeah, but he also is married to now, right?
Is he?
Or
No,
dating?
he's engaged.
Engaged to Miss Wisconsin. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Well, yeah. Former.
Former.
I think there's a new one. I mean,
So,
I just
yeah.
think there's a new one.
So he may be little, but he's mighty. And
He sure is.
he got a pretty.
He got a hottie.
He got a hottie. And he can play some pickleball. So
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you want in a guy? I'm sure.
That's
What
big time.
more could you want in a guy?
Man.
All right,
Oh,
that's
boy.
our show of lists. We do have more lists, but we're gonna save those for the next time, which will actually not be the next time because just a reminder: look for another pod to drop later this week where we're going to be talking about injury prevention, something we all could learn more about and really need to watch it, especially if we play as much as we do. We're going to give some tips. We're going to have some videos that go along with that to kind of go over some things that you can do to help prevent those injuries.
It's good stuff.
Let's end with something we love. We always do that. What is it,
Yeah.
Abby?
Well, by the time this podcast comes out, it will be March.
Yep, we said
And
that.
I feel like it's funny. I actually wrote that down before you even said that.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
we made it.
Yeah.
Like, we did it, guys. It's March.
February is so long.
It's finally National Women's Month. So Abby,
I
is
did
just-
see that.
It's just
Yeah.
so you're just
This is
excited.
the month of Abby. Way to
No,
go.
I like the sound
Happy
of that.
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah. I've got to second that.
It's like outdoor pickleball is on the horizon.
It is on the horizon, and just getting the kids out of the house too.
Ugh.
Parenting is
Oh,
hard.
kids.
Ugh.
In February, parenting is hard.
It is. The kids are anxious to get outside, but it's wet, and I'm trying to kick them outside. And
Yeah, and then they make a mess of the house, and then it's just it's not great.
Is Eleanor feeling better?
it's a clown show. That girl sure is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She sure is.
We
Thank you
all
for
want it. We
asking.
all want.
We're
Not
all
just
cheering
me.
for her.
We all want to know.
Everybody was wondering. America was wondering.
Yes.
Is
America wanted to know.
Is Eleanor doing better? And she is. Yes, but illnesses and
So sorry, quick Eleanor story. Last night I'm sitting at the table doing some work, and Eleanor just walks past the table sobbing. And I was like, "What's wrong with Eleanor?" And Emmy turned around, looked back at me, and goes, "She just lost at Parcheesi." I was like, "I feel you, girl.
the more Parcheesi.
I hate losing too."
We're learning how to win. We're learning how to lose. We're learning how not to cheat.
They were cheating last night,
So
weren't
last
they?
night, yeah, very frustrating. Live and learn. All right, we'll call it a show there. Thanks again for joining us. We love all of our listeners. Love all the support and feedback we get. Please keep it going, and we'll see you next time on One More Game. As always, we want to thank our sponsors, Hoosier Pickleball, Indiana Physical Therapy, and Pickleball Rocks. In addition, a big thank you to our production company, Coraggio Media, and the 95.7 WELT studio in beautiful downtown Fort Wayne. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or find us on YouTube at One More Game Pod. That's the number one, More Game Pod. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to leave us a 5-star rating to help us spread the word. You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok at Hoosier Pickleball for all kinds of fun, tips, tricks, and other family nonsense, and also some great discussion. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.